And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja, Welldone, and this beautiful 101st episode. Today is Thursday, July the 23rd at 6:40 in the afternoon. How are you doing? As you can see, I'm driving my car. I'm on my way to go pick up some food. And just want to get out a few thoughts real quick. So, I get angry extremely easily. But I do it in a completely healthy way. I stuff it down deep down inside of me. And I don't talk about it. So me doing comedy in a lot of ways, I feel so good when I do comedy, which I haven't been able to do, so I'm not feeling that great. Because I can just sort of unload. I can just grab the microphone and squeeze it and just let go of every single thing that I've had like built up and just let it out on stage in a funny way. Right? I mean, that's the whole purpose of comedy, in a funny way. But I feel like the things that I say are the things that people think, and they can laugh at it because the reason that they relate to it is not because they hear it, it's because they think it. You know what I mean? Like just the other day, I got so angry. I was talking to someone. You ever do this thing where you're talking on the phone with somebody? You're calling that person. You're calling that specific person to talk with that person only. And they're like, hey, do you want to talk to so-and-so? And you're like, no, no. And they give the phone to the next person, you're like, hey, Roger, what's up? It's exactly what happened to me. Except it wasn't Roger. They might watch this video, so I'm not going to say who it was. But regardless, don't do that shit. Come on. Don't. Anybody who's watching this now that knows me is thinking, did I do that? Well, if you know who you are, you might have. I'm not going to confirm it. I'm not going to deny it. I guess technically if I'm not going to deny it, I won't confirm it. Look, I'll say it like this. I'm not saying, okay, you can guess all you want, but I'm not going to say. I don't like that shit, though. Seriously. If I wanted to talk to somebody else, I'd call somebody else. That's such a rude thing to do, especially with all this. That's about just as bad as when you're just getting to know somebody if you were dating, which I'm not, just getting it out. If their first call to you is like one of those WhatsApp or like an iPhone video call, like, bro, could be busy right now, or maybe just not that excited. Just not that excited to hear from you. So maybe I don't want to talk to you. Visually, I mean. That's quite a commitment. For guys, we really don't care a lot if we're close personal friends, but when you first get to know somebody, that's a relationship breaker right there, buddy. You fucked up. Yeah, try to get a girl's number on your first date, and then your first phone call to her, you video call her. You know what? It's kind of like rolling the dice. You know, gambling, like craps, how you roll the dice and stuff. It might actually work out to your benefit. A girl might be like, ooh, that's sexy. If that's what she talks like, that is. But anyway, a girl might actually answer a call like that and thinking that you're doing something crazy the second she answers her phone. Or maybe you'll be thinking you're catching her in a sexy moment. It could just be taking a shit. And all of a sudden it backfired on you. Now you don't like her, now do you? No girl ever looks attractive taking a shit. You see, this whole show, that's what this is about. Inner thoughts. My rise to comedy. Doing stand-up, that is, but as well, inner thoughts. And that's one of the things. That's one of the things that I've noticed. It's just true. I feel like the prettiest girls with the tiniest bodies pack the tightest shits. I don't mean to go down a sour road. I'm just being honest with you. If there's just, you know, I feel it tugging in me, and I feel like pretty girls get away with way too much in life. So when they fart, you got to call them out on that, because that's the only criticism they're getting in life. If there's a girl that you would literally walk on broken glass, for the chance of being beside her, to like bump into her. That's a little extreme. I'd say broken glass provided by you be perfectly fine. All right? I'll say that much. But anyway, in general, if you would do some crazy act just to get close to a beautiful girl because she's that hot, it's just like that unbelievable. Like you're going to follow her around at a grocery store and pretend like you're shopping well after you're done. Like a psycho. But anyway, if you would do something like that, if there was a girl that was so hot you were spellbound for her, it's just like you just had to talk to her, say hello or something. And then she farted. And it literally smelled like a hate crime. Nothing is going to be able to reverse that car of your imagination. That's the gearbox, by the way. I'm shifting. The phone's up high, but I'm showing where the shifting gear is, you know. That's when you know you're in a committed long-term relationship. If your girl can fart in front of you, if you want to know when you've actually really reached a point to where you can be comfortable around with somebody, when you start to fart or there's an open door policy when one of y'all are taking a shit, you're past the point of breaking up. At that point, as long as nobody fucks around on the other person, you're going to marry them. Very likely. Or, you know, I feel like I've always been the guy in a relationship who will stay in a really, really bad relationship. And don't twist this around, okay? I'm very happy in my relationship, okay? But I typically wouldn't ever break up with a girl, you know? And I think that's how all relationships are. I feel like for guys at least, typically, if you're not a shitbag, just being honest, a guy will ride with a girl and stay with her, provided by she doesn't cheat on him, period. Just always. And they'll just stay with the person. There's a famous saying, and I'm going to try to say it. It's something along the lines of, you're only as good as you're only as valuable as your opportunities, or something like that. And basically, the whole point of it is basically saying that, like, if you have a girl that's like on 1 to 10, she's a 5, and then you meet somebody else, you're in a committed relationship, you're not married, and you meet a girl who all of a sudden is an 8, all of a sudden that 5, I feel like you got like something to move off of onto something else, onto someone else. Oh, but that's just guys. I think that's girls too, you know. Now, if I had reached a point where I was dating somebody and it wasn't a good relationship and I didn't have anyone to move on to, I would probably just stay with someone in a bad relationship. I'm being completely honest with you. I think we've all done that. I think we've all actually stayed in bad relationships because we didn't have someone to move on to after. Way too often. But yeah, I'm not really sure if that's normal, but that's definitely what I did. I would stay in a bad relationship for months until I found somebody that could replace them. Then I was like, hey, listen, you suck. I wouldn't say it like that. I just say it. I do the whole, like, it's not you, it's me kind of a thing. I don't want to be squinting, but the sun's, oh my gosh, it's so much better. The sun's literally glaring right in my face, you know? But I think we've all been there. I would either have an immediate breakup because someone cheated on me. I would meet somebody better when the thing is, if you meet somebody that's better when you're already in a great relationship, you're not, it's just like an acquaintance. To me, it would be, at least at that point. I would never get a girl's phone number while I'm dating somebody that I'm in a good relationship with, you know? But if I was in a bad one, I'm not saying I'd take their phone number, but maybe I'd find out where they work, you know? Visit them, say hi, buy some random product. It sounds stupid, but guys are like that, you know? It's funny because I think even nowadays, like, you can tell, a guy can at least, if a guy's in a successful, happy relationship, such as myself, which I am. Let's just get that out in the open, all right? You can always, I feel like a guy can always tell, and this applies to girls too. I'm not giving a specific example. I'm just being general, okay? Relax. But you always know when a guy or girl is interested in a guy that's in a relationship already, or if a guy is interested in a girl that already has a boyfriend or a husband or whatever the case. because they periodically will ask how their significant other doing. Like a girl will be like, so how's Claire? How's she doing? Just hoping, just deep inside, that Claire had a fucking plane engine fall on her, and he's like, he's just, Claire, fucking Cessna airplane engine fell on the side of her neck. She didn't survive that one, by the way. But yeah, I always feel like girls are always, again, I'm not saying all girls, I'm saying that kind of girl. That kind of girl that will pursue a guy while he's in a relationship. But she's not the kind that will immediately step over the line and just be like, hey, will you help me out? And just try to do something crazy, like kiss a guy in a closet or around a corner or be overly flirtatious, really throwing her stuff around a room. Don't get me wrong, guys do that too. Guys do that too, but I'm just saying, if they aren't that extreme, if they're like one extreme less than that, I feel like the go-to move for everybody is asking how their significant other is doing. I've definitely done that. When I was single, if I wasn't dating anybody, or maybe if I was, but they just weren't great, and maybe there was someone that I liked or something, I would definitely say that. Especially, without question, if I was single. If I was single, I would definitely do it. You see, there's like degrees of should and shouldn't, Happy relationship, wouldn't even ask. Not in a happy relationship, I'm gonna ask. But I'm not really gonna pursue it. I'm just gonna kind of keep tabs on it from a distance, Single, every time I see that person. What's going on, Rebecca? How's Timothy? Oh, what's that? You broke up? Jeez. His loss. Well, I mean, if you're not doing anything tonight, and there, you're in. Just like that. It's that easy. I feel like you can ask people in a classful way how they're doing if you like somebody, but I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is common knowledge. This is common sense. If you like somebody, and you're asking how their significant other is doing, it's not because they really hope they're doing great. Unless you know that person, you're friends with them. You see, there's these varying stages. There's grading values. Okay? I've had so many ex-girlfriends, and I'm not proud to say it, but it's true. I literally might have a cookbook one day called Meals with My Exes. It's true. Seriously. Now, don't steal this, because this will be on the YouTube. I don't call it YouTube. I frequently call it the YouTube, like the internet. But anyway, just taking that out. Just saying it. So, if anybody tries to take my idea, I can always reference that. Actually, episode 101 of Benja Welldone comedy show. I mentioned Meals with My Exes. You took that shit. If it's in another language, it's gonna be tougher to call someone out, because I don't really speak every language. But in general, if you were to do that, shame on you in another language. And if you do it in the English language, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna be like Liam Neeson from Taken. Remember that? I will find you. I will. Oh, it was such a good movie. Oh gosh, it was fucking... Liam Neeson, in my opinion, in the Taken series, where he's like some badass CIA operative and his daughter gets kidnapped, so he goes to another country and he just fucking kills a lot of people. It's one of the greatest films ever. Until he opened up his mouth after the film was finished. Apparently Liam Neeson is one of the biggest anti-gun people ever. And it's really typical of these Hollywood people, They talk all that me, all that mad shit, okay, about gun control and how America's horrible, especially if they came from another country. Not being political, I'm just being honest. There's a lot of people in Hollywood that do that. There's a lot of famous actors and actresses that make all of their money doing action films, and protest against guns, against gun violence, which is exactly what they're making money in. I don't support that. You know? I don't. It's too conflicting. How am I seriously supposed to be amped up and excited about watching a film where a guy, for vengeance, is killing people mercilessly, just without any hesitation? Badoosh! Take him out of existence. He's murdering people. He's not doing it lawfully. He's murdering people. Okay? He's not getting linked up with some other foreign operatives and doing a mission that's controlled by the government. He's killing people. And then for someone such as him to get on his big fat microphone and talk about how he's anti-gun and anti-violence, bro. So much right now. I'm feeling it. It's starting to come, that overwhelming sensation. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, those guys suck. They really do. They suck. Absolutely worthless. We don't need you in life. Okay? I'm not saying anything bad can happen to him, but seriously, there's nothing wrong with not liking one thing and doing something else. Actually, I think I just said the complete opposite. Let me try that again. There's nothing wrong, okay, with supporting something that you do and work, even if it's fake. I'm not saying that you support murder, okay? But he is like anti-gun, period. He doesn't care if you're defending your home. He is completely against guns entirely. And he talks mad shit about all the problems in America and stuff like that. But the problem is that he's also now a citizen. I'm digressing a little, so I'm going to bring it back. Okay? I'm going to put the imagination, the conversation in reverse. We're going to come back to an earlier point. So anyway, I'm on my way to go get some food right now. I'm in a good mood. I have good lighting. I look sexy as shit. I'm being super humble and modest. I'm just having fun right now. But seriously, I am on my way to get some food. I am in a good mood because this is my 101st episode of this podcast. You know, the majority of all my downloads come all from MP3. I'm not really making a dent on anything as far as YouTube goes. It'll happen. It'll come eventually. Gosh, it could just skyrocket immediately, you know? But I'm going to keep doing this. I'm doing it for me. I truly believe that if you do something you're passionate in my case, comedy, stand-up, holla, and then something that supports that and then keeps people updated, such as this, the money will come. It will. I truly believe that, and I'm going to make it happen, and I'm making it happen. I'm just still working on it. I'm plain and simple. It's not that complicated. But yeah, that being mentioned, keep on keeping on. So what else is going on in the world? Coronavirus, that's still out. Election day is like 100 plus days. We might have a new president. I honestly don't see how there's going to be another president aside from Donald, whether you like him or hate him. TikTok is going to be removed because hashtag China apparently has some sort of a crazy app or some sort of a virus or something in the app, or at least maybe that's propaganda. I don't have a clue. And what else? Yeah, we have a lot of celebrities pretending like they care about black people when they really don't. You like how I was really incognito about that? I'll say it again for the audio listeners. Black people. Yeah. It's not a bad word. I'm just saying it for humor purposes. Lowering my voice. If you didn't hear me at all, I said black people. Yeah, more than half of my audience, believe it or not, is usually black people. Why? Because I don't care about race. And none of my jokes have anything to do with degrading any race or anything like that. If I'm going to degrade anybody, it'll be myself. Talk mad shit about myself. Situations, inner thoughts, stuff that's going on. But, yeah, it's funny because when the whole Black Lives Matter movement, not being political again, I'm just getting this out, all these celebrities did this stupid post on Instagram saying how, not necessarily they support, but like, the time is up. It's over. It's done now. And that they support like anti-racism and all that other stuff. You're already saying something that everybody already knows. Racism is bad. But they did it in such a superficial way. It just looks so fake as shit. And you know how you really know people being fake as shit? Just being honest. Again. It's because more than half of these celebrities didn't say anything about supporting black businesses. Didn't say anything about doing anything for black people at all. This is not my exit, so I gotta keep going straight. Just keep going straight. Anyway. Yeah, nobody said anything about anything. Until, okay, that's still not it. I gotta keep driving. Until the Black Lives Matter movement started. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, support black this, support black that. You know how disingenuous it is to say Black Lives Matter only when there's a national outcry? The people that have been true to black people in general, they've been saying it all along. White people, Hispanic, all sorts of people. If you've been saying Black Lives Matter, even if you just believe that black people are part of society, which they are, it's ridiculous to say it's not. Even if you don't support Black Lives Matter movement, if you support All Lives Matter or whatever the case is, if you don't support racism in general, but you don't want to join some political group, if you know racism is bad in general, and then all of a sudden you're doing all this, you're like pushing all this emphasis about supporting black businesses and stuff, that's about as good as the person that only calls you on a special occasion because they got a Facebook reminder that something important in life is going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just so disingenuous. You know? I haven't made any comments, any posts about Black Lives Matter. Do you know why? I already think they do. You know why I didn't say any movements about All Lives Matter? Because I already think they do. I support black people, white people, police, military. Look, it's not that complicated. Okay? Life can be so simple or as complicated as you want it to be. So, keep being simple. Keep being easy. Just stop being disingenuous and shit, you know? Stop being Liam Neeson talking about how guns are the worst thing since fucking the plague. And they're making millions of dollars being a fucking hypocrite, blowing up shit and killing people. Alright? I get it, you're an actor. I get it. We all do. And stop trying to propel yourself as some shiny white knight. Listen to me, you know? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stop trying to make yourself something that you're not, you know? I'm me. This is me. 100%. Raw. United. Okay? So, hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for your time. And, I hope everybody continues to be, as genuine as possible, because that shit's fucking annoying. And everybody can see it, and they know it's not true from a mile away. And you even create a little opportunity For all those fake people out there that are saying like Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, police, defund the police, support the police. Look, hey, everybody knows already. Life can be simple, but stop taking a stance on something just to get recognition. That shit's disgusting. You know? That's like making a Facebook post or an Instagram post talking about how much money you gave to some charity. Do you think it'd be something? Do you think Jesus would ever support one of his Christians to brag about how much money they gave in a donation plate one week? No. Just keep on being real, or keep on shutting the hell up. Stop being fake. Everybody sees it. And everyone that is being fake, you know, I truly believe that you create an opportunity for other people to capitalize on that. Like, oh, okay, support black businesses now. Now that you haven't ever been saying it, now I want you to start doing it from now on. Now, if they don't want to do it from now on, all of a sudden it seems like they're anti-whatever. But for all those people that have always been saying support black businesses, support police, they're not really doing anything different. Just keep on maintaining. Okay? It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. It's so dumb. So, everybody be simple. I love you all. I gotta pick up my food. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out and have a beautiful day. Peace.